was smoking. I had it as an idol, drinking every morning. Hello y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Michaela for those who don't know me. I'm actually not here by choice. I would rather not tell the whole world my business. But I'm here on the instructions from the Father to share my testimony. So here we are. Get comfortable. It's gonna be a long ride, okay? Let's start from the top. I kept saying to him, I know you want me to share your testimony, but I don't know how to say it and I don't know where to start. And I'm just do some food. So I was prepping the lemon pepper wings. I remember now, so it's so funny. I'm prepping the station and it pops in my head, Jeremiah 3 verse 14. And I'm gonna read what it says. So it says, turn, O backsliding children, said the Lord, for I am married unto you. I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And then I skipped over and I was like, I knew something else. So it was Jeremiah 3:22, and it says, return ye backsliding children. I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. And it hit me after 11. There's your story. That's how you start. Remember, you backslided. And I was like, I did, huh? I did backslide. Crazy. But anyway, so I was like, oh, okay. So you say put the chicken down and get to what really matters the most, which is your work. So I have the story. I got baptized at 9 years old. I wasn't forced. It was definitely a choice of mine. I wanted to be close to the Father. I wanted to be one of God's child, right? So my mom, she got saved a little later down in her life. So we were always going to church. We went to church on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays. We was basically there every day, okay? Saturdays, we had devotions at our house. So we would invite the neighbors, clapping, singing. We was in there, okay? So we was doing basically I was doing everything by the book. I don't know what shifted. I don't know what happened. My mom used to travel a lot. I used to travel as well. She traveled more. So there was this, I think she left for a little bit and I just started to do my own thing. I mean, out of nowhere, y'all. Girls gone wild. I don't know what I was, but it was something. It wasn't very pure of me. I pierced my tongue. I got nose rings. Not all at the same time, but basically what I was doing. I'm telling you how I backslid out of nowhere. I just started rebelling, y'all. I was very angry. I had one tattoo. I was always fighting in school. Every other day there was a suspension for me. Just ready with my name on it. That's crazy. Now that I think about it. I was disobedient, defiant. My teachers couldn't talk to me. I slept out all my classes, but I was very smart because I ended up having 6 subjects. Everybody was like, whoa, hello, she knows something? Yes, ma'am. Being disrespectful to authority. On Sunday mornings when my mom had to be going to church, she had to make a detour to come pick me up from the station. It was just a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. It was very disgusting, very disturbing for a child to be acting out in the way she did. It was just a lot. I don't know what was going on, like I said. I don't know. But I learned something since recent, and I'm gonna go back to the story. Sometimes when the enemy can't get to you, he will get your child to get to you. So I don't know if I feel like that was going on in that case. Because like I said, my mom was living by the book, baby. She didn't no boyfriend. She didn't curse. She didn't tell no lies. Not even as a joke. I'm telling you, this lady is strict, brother. Okay? So she was just like in line. You know what I mean? So I learned since recent that the enemy really tries to get to your child, or he will get to your spouse to get to you. Listen, the enemy don't play fair, y'all. We think this is a game, but this is no joke, okay? I promise you, this is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. Take cover. I am telling y'all, okay? So a lot of times when you see your kids acting up or somebody in your life acting up is because the enemy can't get to you, so he has to get to who is next to you. And that could take you down, brother. But I'm telling you, my mom, she was a strong one because she would not break, okay? And I was just doing a lot of stuff. Like, it was just everything the Bible said not to do, I was doing that. Eventually, not in my teenage years, but except for murder, I ain't. A lot of stuff I've been doing, okay? And a lot of things I don't remember, and that's because I think I suppressed it through drugs. I used to smoke a lot, y'all. Smoke day, night, evening. I'm smoking. You smoking? I'm coming, okay? Crazy. So I used to smoke a lot, so I feel like people think weed is not dangerous, but I think it kind of is, because I had a little bit of memory lost. I had a little bit of memory loss due to weed. It would make me a little bit slow, okay? And if I got angry or if something was wrong with me, I would immediately go to smoke. And I would think it would calm me down, but I literally needed to top up. And when I thought about it the other day, I have never been sober, actually. When I was thinking of it, I was like, how come I don't remember some of these stuff? I'm like, girl, you've never been sober. Hello. You was always smoking. As soon as the high went down, I would top it up back. And sometimes I would top up the high with another high. I was going crazy. Okay? That is not okay. Obviously, I had serious issues that I was not aware of. I had 5 guidance counselors, and they all didn't help me. I was never much of a drinker, even though I got to drinking, but it wasn't because, I just thought of something else. You know what, guys? The enemy has tactics, man, that you never see coming, because while I wasn't addicted to drinking, I was drinking every day. And it's like, that's why we gotta come armed. We gotta come with some tactics, because he has tactics, and we will play it off like, oh yeah, it's just for fun, it's just vibes, because that's what I was saying. So I used to have a food business back in Jamaica. So I was doing my own thing, making drinks, making pastries, everything. So every time I was making an order, I would have a sip of drink. So I would have a drink every morning, 9 a.m. Crazy. Don't ask me about it, okay? Please, just leave me alone. I'm busy. I was just drinking every day, 9 a.m. because that's the time I was making the meal, and I wanted to have a vibe. You see what I'm talking about? That's stupid. It's you know what I mean? Like, but I would think I'm vibing, but baby, you're not vibing. That's sick. 9 a.m. Rum and boom. Rum and Red Bull. Hello. He has tactics. He comes from different angles that you would least expect it. He comes as vibes. It's fun, but it's really so wrong if you really think about it. Me smoking all that weed that I was smoking, I had it as an idol. So when I used to get angry, I would smoke. If I'm sad, I would smoke. If I'm happy, I'm smoking. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is your God, basically, because it's like, you can't do without it. If the one time I took away weed was when I had to take a test, and I replaced it with smoking something else. Not funny, because who does that? You have a problem. Hello? You're not seeing this? Is nobody seeing this? Who's helping this child? Nobody. So I was just doing a lot of stuff. And this is me thinking about it the other day. I was like, analyzing it like, no girl, that was actually kind of a cry for help. Are you okay? Is everything? But I be making jokes about this stuff, y'all, is because like, I can't take this stuff serious. I'm very unserious. It's like, what else could I do? You know what I mean? I'm safe now, so it's like, it really don't bother me. So I ended up drinking every morning, which I was saying I'm not an alcoholic because I didn't even like how it tasted, but it was vibes. So, not me though. Whoever that was before me. So I was doing all of that, everything. Okay, let me fast forward the story a little bit. So I was doing all of that, everything, drinking, smoking, partying, hardying. I was vibing, okay? God moved me to a different country, a whole different country. I'm all the way in the desert, y'all. It's dry out here. It's hot. Save me, please. He moved me to a country that I was unfamiliar with. I didn't know the territories. I didn't know the ins and outs. Why am I even here? You know what I mean? And I realized that he wanted to isolate me so he could do something in my life. So you know when you build a house and if the water is burst in the wall, you have to tear it down to repipe? That's what he was doing with me. You know when snakes shed skin? I'm giving you all these analogies. I'm just hoping y'all hearing. It's like I had to shed the bad skin, shed the bad weight, so he could then build me up, right? So I was asking him one time, I was like, I'm not fitting in. Like, there's literally nobody like me here. I need to see people my age, you know, people like me, or I'm not seeing none of that. I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Why am I here? What's going on? First of all, I thought I was gonna come up here and make a bag. I had this whole life planned out, okay? I'm gonna be doing this, doing that. This how I'm gonna make the money. That's how I'm gonna do this. But he had other plans for me. I really thought I had my life together, but he said, let me stop you for a little second or two. I'm in charge now. So I kept asking him, you know, I don't fit in. Out of nowhere, I ended up meeting this girl, and I was like, do you want to hang out? Blah, 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 yazi. She was like, yeah, we can hang out, but before we hang out, we have to go to her church service first at 9 a.m. I'm like, oh, okay. I haven't been to church. Oh, yeah. During this time I was backslid, y'all. I was doing my thing. Not once did I ever go to church. I only go to church on my mom's birthday. And she'd be like, can you please come? I'm like, okay, it's your birthday. I'll come. But apart from that, y'all, I haven't seen church. So when she said, yeah, we can hang out, but we have to go to church first. We wanted to do brunch. She was saying we have to go to church first, and then we could go. And then I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, I'm down. I could go to church. I had nothing against my father. I could come. So, plus I wanted to hang out. So I'm like, let's go. 9 a.m., I go to church, and I'm sitting down. Mind you, I did ask him something. I was like, I'm not fitting in. I'm not seeing nobody like me. What's going on? Like, not seeing none of the youngins. Nobody understand what I'm saying. It's like I can't relate to nobody here. Where are the people I can relate to? And in the church service, I was holding my head down because, like I said, I had no interest anymore. I was just holding my head down. And then the thought came to me, the question that I asked him, like, I'm not fitting in. I'm not seeing nobody like me. I looked up, y'all, and I looked around, and he says, these are your people. I want you here. Not in those exact words. I just paraphrased. But basically, I looked around, I was like, oh, you're funny. Like, yeah. So he used that girl to get me to come to church, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So after the church service, we went out to brunch, and we was vibing and all. Me and that girl hang out one more time, and then it was just off. And then we never hung out again. And I just thought about it. I was like, she was only a messenger. She was only to deliver one message and skedaddle. We was not meant to be friends. She was just the messenger. Ain't got good. So after that, y'all, I started to go by myself because I was like, it really did feel like a vibe in there. It's just funny because I'm saying, like, God would literally use people to get his message across, to just get his word out to you some way, somehow. And not in the way we always think, because I would never think that me going to brunch, I would have to go to church first. That's kind of weird because you ended up drinking after. I'm like, huh, I just came from church this morning. But it don't matter because he needed me to go to church. He needed me to see where he wanted me to be. And like I said, I started going afterwards, right? And I think she invited me September, October. It was either September or October, right? Mind you, I still had my nose rings in. I still had my tongue ring in. I was still smoking too, back to back like crazy. So I was still doing everything I was I wanted to do, but I started to go back to church. So that was what changed a little bit in my life. I don't know where, because I was talking to somebody, but I don't know where I was just like, I want to be celibate. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I had said to the person, I'm going to go celibate. So if you want out, bye. Because me, personally, I don't care. If I say I want to do something, I'm going to do it. No matter how anybody else feels, because this is my life, baby. Okay? So that's skedaddled. All go with me. I'll go with the Father too. And I used to smoke in the mornings and read. Not the Bible. I wasn't that crazy now. So I used to smoke in the mornings and read outside. But then one morning, I wasn't feeling it. And I'm telling you, y'all, I had just stocked up on my stuff. I got a lot of stuff. I just spent a bag, bro. Not a bag. I mean extra. But I just spent a good amount of money to get all my supplies. And as soon as I started smoking, I was not feeling no more. So I literally got up one day and just felt like, okay, I'm done. Let me tell you about my tongue rings, y'all. So I had the weed as an idol, like I told you. You see that tongue ring I had right here? The snake eye? Baby, that was my personality. I had to take, because if I even watch my videos right now that I have in my phone, it's all this tongue. Like, girl, please. Don't you want to have tongue? Like, what's going on? First you have tongue? So it was always about the tongue. And even, I could remember, even when I used to go to the dentist, to the hospital or anywhere, they would be like, oh, you have to take out your tongue. But if you know the snake eye, if you take it out, baby, you have approximately 1 second to put it back in, or that's closed up forever. And I mean forever, y'all. It's no boring it unless you're strong enough. And I used to couldn't take the pain too much. So one time it happened to me, closed up. So I vowed never to take it out ever again. The dentist will tell me to take it out. I would rather cancel my appointment and take that tongue out. Silly. And it never fell out, nothing. And I had it pierced for probably over like 7 years, a long while. I had it since I was in high school. So that was a long while, right? Never fell out, nothing. The snake eye never fell out. And sometimes even when I would want to screw it off it would be so hard, you know what I mean? So it just never fell out. And I would never take it out on anybody's accord unless I wanted to fix the ball or something. I was in here chilling one day, mind you, I'm not eating nothing. The ball just fell out of my mouth randomly. I was like, what? And mind you, I told you, the doctors couldn't get me to take it out. Nobody, I would tell them, no, I'm not taking it out. If you can't do the procedure with the ring, then bye. You know what I mean? So it's like, I had it as well as an idol. It just rolled out. I was just like, oh, hold on, something's in my mouth. The ring. And then I knew, I was like, okay, you want me to take this out? Because like I said, it was an idol. So I took it out and I felt a sense of relief. And then, I was like, you know what? I'm all in. Let's do this, Father. Took out the other ring because I had 2 rings in my mouth. Took out the other ring, took out the nose rings, took out the navel ring. I'm just like, rings, gotta go. I had hair pierced, took it out. Even though this one wasn't really an idol, but it's just like, only thing I have now is just like these 2, which is calm, because I never had it. If he said take it out right now, I could. So it's not like an idol to me. Little by little, the Father was just like pulling down stuff that he didn't want on me anymore. Just like, well, he's just like tweaking me. Like, yeah, let's fix this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Also, he had me going to the gym. I feel like that's a way to build consistency, because if you know anything about the gym, you have to be consistent in order to get some form of results. And in order to serve the Father, you do need to be consistent as well. He tells you, pray without cease, pray to him every day and do not faint. He tells you in every season, pray everything. So it's literally like he's trying to train me to be close to him. He's trying to train me to be a Christian, to be who he wants me to be. So he had me going to the gym. He had me eating clean too, because I used to eat bad. I used to eat sweets a lot, especially when I smoked. I used to always want something cheesy after or something chocolatey. I'm just going in back to back, baby. because I'm vibing, you know. He really was just stripping me of all the unnecessary things that he didn't need it on me or for me. And it was for the better, you know what I mean? Now I'm healthier. Now I'm consistent. I'm more consistent in my life. So that helped me to like be consistent with him. So if I'm consistent with the gym, I would be consistent with him, because like, you're gonna go to the gym, but you're not gonna talk to your father today. It's like adapted routines that would allow me to be closer to him. But we can talk about that in another video. How he got to save me is I asked. Because you know what? The Father's a gentleman. He's not gonna force himself upon you. He's not gonna push himself on you. He's not like that. You have to literally invite him, and then he will come, right? The Father gives us free will. So even though he sets rules, you have a choice to not follow them. You know what I mean? I was crying so bad one day. I was just like, I need peace. I realized that if I don't have anything, please, I need peace, Father. And that's when I acknowledged him that day. And I was like, I need peace. I need peace. I require peace. I have to have a sense of peace, because if I don't have it, I'm gonna crash out. Not like, but I'm just gonna start tweaking. Like, I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna just, you know, do whatever, basically, live wild. That was before, I should have probably said that, but I had to come back to tell you that I actually asked him to help me, to save me, basically. I wanted him. I was like, I need you to save me. I need you to give me peace. And when he gave me that peace, that's when I gave my obedience to him. I was like, you know what? You're not bad. I'm playing it out, but I'm like, you know what? He did that for me. Hey, I did it this way. It wasn't working. Let me try it your way. He doesn't give us more than we could bear, right? So I know a lot of us have been through a lot of things, and maybe like, why me? Or why did you do this to me? He didn't do it to you. He only allowed it to happen. I know we can say, oh yeah, he could have stopped it. Yeah, but he knows best. I don't want to say it that way, because you'd be like, a lot of stuff has happened to me, which I don't want to disclose. But I don't blame him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it helped me to be stronger. I'm gonna cut this out. I feel like y'all are kind of thin-skinned. And to serve the Father, you have to be thick-skinned. So like, to hear stuff like this, you have to actually know that, okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna say it, because y'all have to hear it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. This is the devil's playground. All the evil that's happening is on him. Yeah, the Father could stop it, but he allows it to happen, so in the end, he could get the glory, right? So a lot of stuff has happened to me in my life. I do not blame him. It's a part of my story. It's a part of who I am right now. And I feel like it allowed me to grow further, to be a better person, and to be who he wants me to be. I feel like that's what gave me like the zeal to really want him, because of the story that happened to me. It's a lot, y'all. I've been kidnapped. I've been gun to my head. It's crazy, okay? People are crazy. But it's like, hey, you got life, I have life. So yeah, Jeremiah 3:14, he says, turn, O backsliding children, said the Lord, I am married to you. So basically, you're never too far gone from the Father. There's nothing you could have done in your life that he won't take you back. He'll take you back. I don't care what you did. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart when I say, I don't care what you did. The Father will forgive you, and he will take you back. I'm serious. He says, Jeremiah 3:22, he says, return ye backsliding children, and I will heal you of your backsliding. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. So anything you did, anything you've done, anything you're doing, none of my business. And he doesn't care either. He says, return to him, and he'll heal you and clean your slate. Anything you did, he'll be like, oh, that's minor, baby. Come home. You know what I mean? Like, my Father's like, I welcome all. He says, come unto me as you are. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you're going through a rough time, or if you feel like you're ever too far gone, I just want to be the person to say, you're never too far gone. The Father welcomes you back home. And this is the end of my video. Thank y'all for watching. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. If you want me to talk about my journey or anything else related to God, I'll be more than happy to answer. All right? Hope y'all have a great one. Stay blessed. Love you, but God loves you more.